Welcome to Beachside Bros. It is almost Cinco de Mayo, and we thought we would put together a little bit of a short, YouTube short for you guys here today. So not a lot of cooking. We've actually already done the cooking. We did it the other day. And so what we're going to do for Cinco de Mayo is nachos. Everyone's going to do them. We thought we would jazz ours up a little bit. You'll recognize the little triangle things as white corn chips. But underneath that and alongside of it, you have these little puffy, glorious pieces of fried pig skin, also known as, if you're in North Carolina, they're pork skins. If you're in Mexico, they are chicharrones. Either way, they're fantastic. So let's go ahead and get started with our nachos. We're going to go ahead and coat the corn chips with a little bit of a Fiesta blend cheese just to get everything sort of gooped up together. Be generous here with this guy, and you'll probably get a little bit of cheese all over everywhere, which is fine. We've got some wax paper underneath here, underneath these chips and pork rinds or chicharrones. I've also got, I was reaching for cotija cheese, but I grabbed the wrong thing. I got Queso Fresca, which, man, it is really good. I've never really had it. It's a lot milder than feta, not as salty. It almost has like a mozzarella kind of texture and feel to it. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. You can't have too much cheese. It's nachos, it's celebration. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of that. I'm going to save some for the end. I've also got some more in the fridge. All right, that looks about right. From there, I'm going to hit my hands, and I'm going to add some fresh ingredient. I'm going to do a little bit of tomatoes. Some people will do salsa. I've got a different kind of salsa that I'm going to use today. It's kind of, I really enjoy it. You can get it in the international aisle, Mexican food aisle. It's actually this chipotle salsa that comes in a can. It costs me a grand total of 72 cents, which is right up there. Fantastic. A little bit of onion. Again, go heavy or light, depending on your crowd. I'm going to go a little bit in the middle, I think. And then to give us a little bit of bite, I've got us some pickled, can you see that in there, Jen? Yeah, pickled jalapeños. Again, heavier light. I've tried these. To me, Jen and I both thought that they were a little more salty than they were spicy. It said they were hot, but they weren't too bad. So go ahead and put all those guys on there. And we're going to hit it one more time with a little bit more cheese. And I've got an oven preheating, 375. So that's what we've got. This is going to bake until that cheese melts and gets a little bubbly. Thinking 5 minutes or so. And then we'll be right back with you to put our finishing on there. We've got a few more jalapenos. We'll probably top it off with maybe a few more onions, a little more of that white cheese at Queso Fresca. We've got fresh avocado, sour cream, cilantro, and our 72-cent salsa. Okay, well, it wouldn't be a Beachside Bros episode if I didn't forget something. You guys have probably realized that by now, looking in the recipes versus the video, and realize there may be a change in one of the things that I forgot to put in there versus what's in the recipe. And in this case, I forgot probably the most important ingredient, which was the pulled pork that I smoked the other day. This is leftover pulled pork. I steamed it to warm it up and threw the stuff in the oven and forgot the pulled pork. I looked right at the pot and I'm like, oh my gosh. So we're back. Covered everything with pulled pork. We're going to hit it with a little more cheese to mound it up. And then it's going to go into the oven. So get everything so it's nice and sticky. You don't want your pork flopping all over everywhere, not being on your nacho. So let's do that. I'm going to hit it with a little more of this Queso Fresca. Get some on the floor. The dog will appreciate that. Maybe get some on the nachos. Now this time it is really going in the oven. So 375 for about 5 minutes, just in case, just until everything melts, and we'll pull it out, finish up our toppings, we'll be eating. All right, so we got it out of the oven. You can see some nice little brown bits around here from where that Queso Fresca melted. I'm going to hit it with a little more of the shredded cheese while it's still warm. And this will melt up for us. Not enough to save. There we go. A little bit more of that Queso Fresca to give you a little fresh bite. Hopefully this time I'll keep it on the tray of tomatoes. And again, they're nachos, so they're going to go everywhere. Don't worry about that. Because I'm going to put some fresh jalapenos on there. And we got these in jalapenos. Fresh jalapenos are, kind of depends on where you get them, but they're not as hot as I remember them being as a kid. This one is not much worse than maybe a poblano. It's not bad at all. This is chipotle salsa, again, in a can, costs 72 cents. You can get it in the, depending on your market, of course. If you wanted to use fresh salsa, you could. You're watching your sodium. But if you're eating pork rinds and chips and cheese and pulled pork, tonight you're probably not watching your sodium. So let's get this guy all around there. And this stuff is pretty spicy. I'm going to give you that. It's pretty darn spicy. Just pour that around there. Okay. Hit it with a little green stuff to cool down the heat. We've got some avocado. And just sprinkle that all around there. And again, you got a big mountain. It's nachos. Gonna be a mess. Get a plate. Try to keep the people that are having a really good time close to the table, not near your white couch. A little bit of sour cream, because why not? Some more green stuff to give it some color. This is a little bit of chopped cilantro. Add as little or as much as you like. We love cilantro around here. And last but not least, a little bit of smoked paprika to give it a little bit of color and fortify that chipotle. So damn, that looks pretty good. What do you think, babe? You ready to dig in? All right, let's go get some. So which one of these do I want to get? Trying to find a good one here. It looks like I definitely want a chicharrones. I'm gonna go double up on the pork. I'm gonna grab some jalapeno. And yeah, my finger's in there. Good thing Damon's not here. It's crunchy, it's spicy. This 72-cent chipotle salsa is bomb diggity. It's nice and cheesy. I should have gotten one with a pickle on it. Let's do a chip real quick. Yeah, there's a chip. Let's get some of this good stuff on there. Bomb diggity. Super easy. All you're doing is, and you can do this with any kind of warmed over meat or no meat at all. Chicken, I use pulled pork, you could use hamburger, you could use chili out of a can, whatever. Just make it. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Look for us at, what is the thing? At Beachside Bros Jacks on Instagram. Like us, subscribe, tell your friends, and again, happy Cinco de Mayo.